Greetings to you, audience. I have been asked to speak to you through a video on this day, and I'm pleased to do so on the idea of the role of women in conflict resolution and peace building. There is no doubt that women and their children are greatly affected by conflict, even when men are also affected. But women turn out to be disproportionately affected by violence. Because after all, women are vulnerable even in peaceful times. Today, we speak of women as victims of sexual and gender-based violence, of cultural and religious connotations that keep them in positions of inferiority and discrimination in their countries. History has clear examples of countries such as Rwanda, of countries such as Germany, countries such as Bosnia, or regions such as Kashmir, where women have been used as battles for conflict with their children. From the 1.1 million children killed in Germany, to thousands of women raped in Rwanda, to those killed by the Lord's Resistance Army in Uganda, and those that have been targeted for recruitment by the Boko Haram in Nigeria. Silently, they deal with these issues as they withdraw into shells of silence and trauma. In the post-conflict setting, it is important that women participate directly as active players in post-conflict recovery. Because after all, when conflict is over, women live with vivid memories from the atrocities, from the terrifying images of rape as a weapon of war, from death of their loved ones, from stigma arising from sexual abuses and unwanted pregnancies, and silently they deal with the sexually transmitted diseases, the daunting challenges from displacement and collapsed infrastructure in the post-conflict environment. Because modern day wars are fought in women's bodies, it is important that they are part and parcel of peace. Unfortunately, most times peace agreements and ceasefires negate women. For instance, the 1999 Lome Agreement for Sierra Leone, signed in Togo, excluded women, and so are other ceasefires like those in South Sudan. Such discrimination and negation of women in peace agreements has long-lasting impacts on sustainability of peace in the post-conflict environment. The international community, fortunately, has realized the importance of women as active participants in peace, war, and stability. And through Resolution 1325 of the United Nations Security Council, asked countries around the world to have women participate in changes in the post-conflict environment that would be meaningful in their lives. And so what can women do? Women are great partners in economic recovery, definitely. After all, even in the peaceful period, they are key in economic production. Women fight in all ways, either collectively or individually, in production in the post-conflict environment. They are part and parcel of the informal and formal sector. They work on their own or in groups to support their families. They stand as active survivors, as breadwinners and heads of their family units. And also, women play significantly in ensuring social cohesion enhancement in the post-conflict environment, especially because they are reproducers of accepted social values and norms. Women aid in weaving peace through passing on and enforcing the right and acceptable norms in society. They are caretakers of themselves and also of their former perpetrators of violence. But also they do for those who are returning from war. They help in reintegration of former child soldiers who are a critical component of post-conflict recovery. Post-conflict situations need women because women are forced by the post-conflict environment to reorganize themselves as active negotiators. They do engage in negotiating and lobbying for basic necessities in the fields of education, of health, and also in justice, particularly restorative justice, as societies struggle to heal from the pain of trauma. In the political field, women serve as formal negotiators when space is offered. They form coalitions that bridge deep political, cultural, and religious divides. They lobby and demand for fair representation. They also push for gendered policies in economic, political, and social sectors as participants at community, national, and international levels. So as we attend this conference, let every woman still living in peace use any platform available to decampaign the violent masculinist behavior that support and victimize women deliberately. Let us use the platforms to campaign for psychological and emotional healing through support from the international community and commitment of states in protecting women in violence. We need to decampaign the deliberate and structured forms of violence against women, whether it is in peaceful times or non-peaceful times. Above all, we need to let sermons of forgiveness and rehabilitation and coexistence fill every society that has been previously torn apart by violence. I wish you well in this discussion and hope for the best for the women of the world.